Hi.
Okay.
How are you today? What is that?
I don't.
Oh, hold on. 1 second. The video is a little odd looking. 1 second. I'm going to refresh.
Oh.
Oh, all right. That's better. No, before it looked like you had like a glow. Like you were glowing like an angel in a movie. So I thought you had something bright in your hands, and then I was like, wait, that's the video. How are you?
I'm great.
So how was your week? What did you do this week?
I went to my friend's birthday party today.
Oh, nice. And what was it like? What did you do? Did you play games? Where was it? What did you do?
We played games. It was at McDonald's.
Oh, nice. They have like that little playground there usually.
Oh, wait.
Very good.
They don't have a playground. Like, they gave a special, they gave a special, bless you.
They don't have playgrounds?
They don't have playgrounds in China, but they did give, like, a special birthday party thing. Like, they put some balloons and they played some
but no
games,
playgrounds.
From that artist made up, and it's Zootopia themed. And I was a beaver. I don't think my personality really reflects the beaver, but okay, sure. I just kept it on because I never really bothered to take it off. And it's hard to put it back on when I take it off.
So you had to dress up for the party?
Yeah, you just...
Did everyone dress up?
Yeah, everyone just had this...
Oh, is anyone from Zootopia? Or what was the...
So mine looks like that. So they all have this paper hat that you can put on. So Melody, which is the party girl, is Judy. A new friend is Nick. Another friend that I don't know her name is also Nick, because we're all talking together and stuff. And so there are two Judys, two Nicks, one beaver one that beaver, I don't really know her name, I just know her. One beaver, which is me, and one leopard. Yeah, I forgot the name.
Okay, I don't remember the name. I haven't seen Zootopia in a while. I haven't seen the second one, but I have a couple students that love the music, so I know all the music. Right? And what did you give for your gift?
I gave Legos. I don't know if it's like it says 3 in 1. Like you can make a bird. You can make a flamingo, you can make an axolotl, but I'm not sure if it meant like you can make 3 in one package, or you can make 3 or you can have you have 3 bags that you can make them in one box. So yeah, I'm not sure what it looked like. If I open it, it's not. You need to buy a new one because if you open it, it's gonna get broken.
Yeah, I understand. My daughters have a birthday party tomorrow. Oh, how long was your birthday party? Is my daughter's birthday party they're going to tomorrow? It's from 3 to 9. 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. I'm like,
Wow.
are you kidding me? Yeah. There was another party that was from 12 to 7. My kids' party's 3 hours. 3 hours max. Like 4 to 7. That's it. Everybody go home.
Mine was 11 a.m. to 15 to 15.
Okay, so 3.
30.
3 o'clock.
30.
3:30. It's funny because we, in English, will use the 24-hour clock, but we'll never say the 24-hour clock. Like, we would say 11 to 3:30, but we would write 15:30 in some things. Like, but we would never say it's 15:30. We would, but in Spanish, we say 15:30. We would say tres y medio. But in English, we would say 3. We would just say quince y medio. Sorry. We would just say 3:30, even if it's written 15:30. Anyway, all right. Well, we gotta get started on our lesson today because it's a good one. We're talking about a science experiment with mold, but first, we're gonna talk about idioms. So, the cited idiom in a sentence tells how to read with proper expression. How do you understand it? Go ahead, read this.
I understand it to, like, put yourself in their shoes. Like, the character.
Like, what does that mean? What does that mean?
That means
Literally put them in your shoes, or?
It means, like you have to be, like, be them or something. Wait, that, or is that what, it's a clown, so the guy, I'm not sure, but, it just teaches you that you have to be the character or something.
Yeah, you gotta put yourself where they are and what they're experiencing and how they might be feeling and where they're coming from. Very good. Yeah, so that's all that means. All right, so here are 2 pieces of readers' audios around the same part. Who reads with proper expression? These are funny, actually. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to press on Stephen.
We walked into the dark hallway. Ms. Moreover turned on the lights. Ah, yelled Ellen. Green, yellow, and purple fuzz covered everything. What is it? Asked Ms. Moreover. It's big and ugly, said Ellen.
It's big and ugly, said Ellen. And then Brian. Brian's going to overdo it, though.
Yeah.
We walked into the dark hallway. Ms. Moreover turned on the lights. Ugh! Yelled Ellen. Green, yellow, and purple fuzz covered everything. What is it? Asked Ms. Moreover. It's big and ugly, said Ellen.
All right, so honestly, you want to be somewhere in the middle of those. But who do you think was more interesting?
Brian is more interesting, but
Yeah.
I don't think any of them is really, like, reading it properly. But Brian is more interesting.
Brian's like putting on a show. You don't have to put on a show when you read. You can just read, like, we walked into the dark hallway. It's Moreover turned on the lights. Ah! Yelled Helen. And we don't have to be. It's like my best friend, she was a musical theater major. Don't recommend that. So she studied how to be in theater. So whenever she reads anything or does anything, she's always over the top. Karaoke. Do you know karaoke?
Mm-hmm.
She's probably the most annoying person to go to karaoke with because she can sing really well, but she goes way over the top on it.
Yeah.
She wants everyone to know that she can sing. Like, it's fun. All right, so we have our speaker tags, and they give us more information on how people feel, what they're doing. So we could read the dialogue of the text. All right, so we're going to do 2 passages, and I'm going to only time the second passage. All right, so I don't like doing the 2 things at the same time. How fast you can read and trying to do it with proper expression. Because if you read with proper expression, it's going to be slower because that's how you're supposed to read with proper expression. So it's not like a time test when we're reading properly. All right, so we're going to read the first one with proper expression. All right,
Okay.
and then the second one, I want to see how fast and accurate you can go. All right, so that's what we're going to do.
Okay.
So I'm going to do the expression rubric 2 different parts. We're going to do the expression on one passage, and then we're going to do the word count per minute test on the other one. All right.
Okay.
So this one, I want you to read with expression.
Okay, what is it? Asked Miss Moreover. It's big and ugly, said Ellen. It's fantastic, I said. It's not fantastic, said Miss Moreover. That's true. It's a fungus, said Mr. Harrison. The bell rang. Actually, it went thud, thud, thud. It had smothered the bell. The slimy fuzz covered the floors, walls, bulletin boards, even the lights. It's eating everything, I said. I don't hear chewing, Ellen noted. I didn't think fungus had a mouth, said Alex. Like they're all taking this character, this author here, because it's I, the author here, like literally, like they're all taking I literally, like
Yeah,
like
it's
Ellen
eating
is-
everything I said.
it's eating everything,
Yeah.
but they take it like it's literally eating everything. It's like
Yeah.
it's just a metaphor.
That's true. All right. Well, let's go ahead and finish this one. Then we're going to go back to passage.
Look, it's eating
Feet.
our universe,
Oh.
cried Ellen. It's squished under our feet as we tramped down the damp hole. Water splattered over our heads. The roof's been leaking, Mr. Harrison said. That's definitely a problem, said Miss Moreover. She opened the office door. It has taken over my office. We ventured further through the dark halls. Mr. Page, the librarian, looked into the library. Oh, no, said Mr. Page. He fainted. End of page.
Yeah, very, very good. All right, so let's go ahead and do I need to go to the next one? No, here I have to go back. All right, so it's making me go back. Okay, okay, passage B. Now, this is where I want you to just read fast, and I'm going to time you, but read accurately. All right.
Okay.
So we're going to do the word count per minute. So, but read is accurately. The most important part is accuracy for this one. So sometimes I say read fast, and I have students go, Mr. Harrison, listen to the classroom, I ate my own book right out, is eating my homework, but I can't understand anything. All right, so we still want to understand it, but we're going to focus on accuracy and speed. All right, ready, set, go.
Mr. Harrison led us into our classroom. It's my notebook, cried Alex. It's eating my homework, cried Adeline. Just as I thought, said Miss Moreover, when she saw the jars of fungus we'd been growing. It must be one of your class's experiments. It doesn't look like mine, I said. We need an experiment opinion. Said Mr. Harrison. I know just who to call. We went to the cafeteria. Don't let it eat the food, said Miss Moreover. Too late. It ate.
All right, so this is expert opinion. So that's someone who really knows, an expert's opinion on it. All right, and last part. Ready, set, go.
Looks like it can eat almost anything, I said. Quickly, children, run, said Miss Moreover. I mean, walk to the nearest exit. A car pulled up. Professor Macadamia's here, Mr. Harrison said. She knows fungus. She looks like she knows fungus, said Ellen. Amazing, said Professor Macadamia. It's a jewel, a treasure. How can we get rid of it, said Miss Moreover. Miss Moreover asked. That's all I want to know.
Good. All right. So we did the whole passage in 120, but we kind of got a little stuck on the last part, so we're a little bit slower. But you did 1 minute and 125 words. And this is macadamia, like a macadamia nut. You know macadamia nuts?
Nope.
Yeah? All right, I'll show you. Macadamia. So, oh, it's giving me the Spanish one. So they look like this. You've probably eaten them. Macadamia
I
nut.
didn't. I actually didn't
No.
eat that.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah.
a lot of times are a dessert. They're kind of like there's macadamia nut cookies. All right. Well, let's go ahead and now the mold releases spores. What words are on them? So go ahead, just read the words on the spores. I'm gonna put in the chat.
Special, ordinary, nothing, everything.
Good. Now, what is the relationship between them?
They're all opposite. Like special and ordinary are opposite. Nothing and everything are opposite.
Good. And what do we call words that are opposite? We have a special word for them. What do we call that? They're not synonyms. They're antonyms.
Antonyms.
Yeah, it's good. So antonyms are words with opposite meanings. So you often use an analogy with antonyms in a test. So do you agree with the answers shown? So special is to ordinary as nothing is to everything. Do you agree?
Yes, I do.
Good. So what is an analogy?
An analogy is
What do you think it is? Like looking at this example.
analogy is two words that are similar to each other.
Not necessarily. It is a comparison between two things. So, for example, special is ordinary. They're not similar. They're antonyms, but we're comparing the relationship between them. Is the analogy? All right. So it doesn't mean the words are similar. It just means that we're comparing them.
Oh,
Basically, an analogy. We're comparing two things,
like
but they
this
don't
and
have to be
this.
alike or like
this.
special
Oh.
is to ordinary as nothing is to everything. They're both antonyms. All right, but special to ordinary is the same thing as nothing is to everything. They're both antonyms. So it's just comparison. So I think compare contrast is comparing. All right, so an analogy shows how two words relate to each other, whether they're similar or different. And they can help us understand things. So read the text and make an analogy with antonyms. So go ahead, read these two. So Ashad.
Ashad found piano lessons easy. However, he found violin lessons demanding. Easy as to demanding as.
We have to read the second one.
Shanta's
Shanta.
was generally easygoing during class, while at times she could be very strict with her students. So, strict. Oh, wait, no. Easygoing is too strict.
Okay, so I'll give you that full thing. So easy.
Easy is
is-
to demanding as easygoing is to strict.
Yep. Very good. Very good. All right. So read and infer the meaning of the bold words. So go ahead. We're going to read first and then we're going to talk about each word. Go ahead.
Okay. The class met a problem. Fungus was taking over the whole school, and the amount was still increasing. They found a solution, asking help from the fungus unit. in the end, the amount of fungus decrease. Is killing wolves positive or negative to the natural balance in Yellowstone National Park? It's negative. The park officials think that after killing this major predator, the prey may lead a better life and attract M visitors. Yeah, I know it's more, but that is why I made it a little funny, so I said M visitors.
Good, very good. All right. So, what does problem mean?
Problem means like there's something preventing you from getting what you want. Like maybe you want to grow a crystal, but the problem is your house does not have the right materials.
Not good. And what do you think increasing means?
Increasing is like more, like not like
Yeah.
like.
And how do you know that? How do you know that?
I actually just know that not because of a test. It's because of another thing, but it was still increasing. Is basically like the fungus should be still growing. So increasing is like the fungus is growing more.
Yeah. All right. Good. And what about positive? Positive mean?
Positive means like good, like not like bad, and negative means like not good, like the opposite, basically. So, like positive is like something like keep warm, and negative is like you're gonna get cold.
All right. Good. Yeah. Good. Very good. What about prey?
Prey is like a thing that can eat another thing, and predator. Wait, now prey is the thing. Prey is the thing that it can eat meat or eat plants, but like it usually would be smaller than the one trying to eat it, and it should be like the dinner of the thing that's chasing it. And predator is basically the thing that eats the prey as a dinner.
Yeah, good. Very good. All right, so we got it. Okay. Now, we have the other ones positive. We have the incidence negative, predator, prey, which you did very, very well. All right, so this selection is a science experiment which informs how mold grows. What elements does a science experiment have?
A science experiment has materials, steps, and results that should be the results. If it's not that result, it means I did something incorrect.
Good. All right, good. So, have you ever done a science experiment? Have you ever done a science experiment?
I did, but I don't think it worked. One is this crystal.
No. What were you trying to do?
One is trying to make the plants blue, but turns out my flower literally just died. And the other I can think of is this crystal growing, like literally. It just grew around the ball that's supposed to be growing large crystals. Like you don't have much. See?
Yeah. Okay. So, how long did it take you to grow?
Probably 3 days. Or 4.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Good. Either 3 days or 4. And what do you think failed in it?
I'm not not sure. I think for the crystal growing, just they schemed us because we did nothing wrong. And the flower thing, I also don't know what. Maybe it's because a flower is like literally adapted to water.
All right, good. All right. So what science experiment would you like to try to make fungus? Would you like to try to make fungus?
No, I already made fungus. Like I brought a orange back from my school when we were eating at precisely or about 12 o'clock. I'm not sure if it's precisely 12 o'clock or not.
Okay.
So I took the orange back, but I never ate it. And then one day I found out that the orange looked weird.
Okay. Yeah, so we did like a science experiment on our pool by accident, Ivanka. So I was pregnant 2 years ago, and I told my husband to take care of the pool. And he said yes, and then he didn't. So I didn't look at the pool. It's in the backyard, but it's like around the corner. I didn't look at the pool for 6 months. And I finally looked at the pool last year, like 6 months after I stopped taking care of it because I couldn't take the chemicals. And it had grown an entire ecosystem. So it was half full and completely green. And it had like mold, moss, algae growing all in it. And I'm asked my husband, I'm like, what happened? He's like, oh, we ran out of chlorine. I'm like, oh, okay. So that's what happens when you don't have chlorine and you have sitting water. Just letting you know. All right. We are going to read the steps to follow for this science experiment, Ivanka. So go ahead. Please read.
Dip each piece of food into some water and put it into your container. Try to spread the pieces out so they are close to each other, but not all in a heap. Put the lid on the container. Put tape around the edge of the of the lid to seal it. Put the container in a place where no one will knock it over or throw it away. Every day, look at the food in your terrarium. Do not open the container, and I know precisely why. Do not open the container. After 2 or 3 days, you should see blue or green or white fuzzy stuff growing on some of the pieces of food, which that looks very disgusting. And some of the food may start to rot. For about 2 weeks, you can watch how the mold spreads and how things rot. After that, it'll get boring because not much will happen. Like it's just I'm done. Which is why the fungus that ate my school is not really. It's not real. It's fictional because, like, after vacation, it's already just that big. It can't grow even bigger.
I don't know. I think I want to do this type of experiment with my kids, but I don't know. Our bread tends to have that anyway. All right. So can you summarize in your own words, as short as possible, Ivanka, how to do the experiment? So I want you to think of the least amount of words that you could possibly use to tell how to do the experiment. Not the most words, but the least amount.
Dip pieces of food into some water and spread them. Put the lid on and tape on the edge. Put the container in a place that in a place with very less people. It's
Very few
basically
people.
this-
It's a very
yeah,
few people.
Very few people. Look at the food every day and do not open the container.
Good. All right, very good. All right, now let's think of a flow chart. So, what's the difference between an events chain and a flow chart?
Events. The difference between an events chain. Wait. Is the previous one an events chain?
Yeah, the previous one's events chain, and just think it has lots of words. That's
Yeah.
your kind of clue. It has
Yeah.
lots of words.
Yeah.
So, what does it do? It summarizes the.
It summarizes the whole steps and stuff.
Yeah, and now look at the flow chart, and we have a lot of pictures in a certain order. So, how does that help us?
That helps us get the easy, like, just get the thinking of it, not like the whole details and the whole thing. It's just like, oh, so this is talking about the steps. Okay, I understand. But I think this should have do not open lid, because if you open the lid and check it out, yeah, I know precisely why you can't do that.
All right, why can't you do that?
Because, like, mold has chemicals that are bad for you to breathe.
Yeah, good, very good. Part of it. And also, we want to have when you have an experiment, we usually only want to have one variable so that we can experiment with the one change. If we add more variables, it ruins the experiment as well. So we were exposing it to other things. All right, so here are some things to notice. So go ahead.
Which food started getting moldy first? Probably the tomato. What color is the mold? White and green. What texture is the mold? Is it flat, fuzzy, or bumpy? It's bumpy. And a little fuzzy. Does the mold spread from one piece of food to another? I'm not sure. I didn't really do it. Do different kinds of mold grow on different types of food? It looks like yes. This tomato has a different mold than the lemon.
No problem.
I can't see this one, but I think it's these dots.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right. Some mold can spread because mold releases spores. There's this old expression about it's a euphemism or an analogy about friends you keep, and it's all about moldy blueberries. And it's this idea that if one blueberry has mold on it, the rest of the blueberries become moldy. So it's the idea that the analogy is that if you have one friend who is moldy or not positive, not a good influence, that it makes the ones around it moldy. I'm not saying it's right. It's just there's a thing like you don't want to be the moldy strawberry or you don't want to be the moldy blueberry because you can spread. So it's an analogy for that. All right. Now, why should you reuse the container from this experiment?
Because it contains bacteria and germs.
Oh, mold.
Yeah.
Yeah,
mold.
I feel like you could probably clean it though with bleach. Like it depends on the container. If it's a really nice one, I wouldn't throw it away. I'd just clean it.
Well, if you can't avoid breathing in it because you have to open the lid to throw it out and then clean it. So.
But I don't know. I've been exposed. I guess I've been exposed to lots of things before, like a pool that has its own ecosystem. All right, now let's look at the photos of fruit. What did we show you about the mold in each fruit? So I think you already mentioned this a little bit in terms of they look different. So how do they look?
They look bumpy and a little fuzzy, and the lemon and the spiky fruits are fuzzy, just fuzzy.
Yeah, fuzzy. Some of them get green, some get more fuzzy. Red gets really fuzzy. All right, so go ahead. What is mold? Go ahead.
That fuzzy stuff going on in the food is mold, a kind of fungus. Mushrooms are one kind of fungus. Molds are another. Unlike plants, molds don't grow from seeds. They grow from tiny spores that float in the air. When spores fall onto a piece of damp food, they often grow into mold. Green plants are green because they contain a chemical called chlorophyll. Chlorophyll allows green plants to capture the sun's energy and use it to make food from air and water. Plus, that's also the reason why they're green. Unlike green plants, mold and other fungi have no chlorophyll and can't make their own food. Molds grow from tiny spores like these. That looks like AI generated. Brown mushrooms are a kind of fungus. Compare and contrast. What is the relationship between molds, fungi, and mushrooms? Can you fill out the Euler diagram to show it?
All right, so let's look at that one.
What?
All right, so here we have the Euler diagram. So what do you see here?
I see the mushrooms, the spores of the fungi, and the mold. The spores of the mold and the fungi. And the mold.
Yeah, all right, good. So let's look at this one. So we have the fungus. So what is the fungus?
The fungus is related to things that don't contain chlorophyll.
You're very, very good. It's interesting. There's another random thing with mushrooms that people consider mushrooms more of a vegetable than tomatoes, but mushrooms aren't a vegetable or a fruit. It's a fungus. So, all right. Well, very, very good. Okay, there we go. So we have our Euler diagram. All right. So that helps us understand what they are. Do you like mushrooms, Ivanka?
Yeah, I like eating them. They have this kind of texture. It's really soft, and chewing it and makes you feel like you're chewing a squishy or something, like a very hard one.
Okay.
It just
Okay.
the taste is it's actually not about the taste. It tastes like nothing, but it's the
you're right.
Texture. It's just weird.
Well,
So
a lot of
interested.
vegans, people who don't eat meat, like the mushroom because it takes on the flavor of what you cook it with. So you can make it taste almost like anything you want it to taste like. And that's a lot of times people use the larger mushrooms instead of hamburgers. They'll use a big mushroom burger. All right. So how does mold feed itself? Yeah.
I'm wondering if you can make a mushroom barf flavored.
I've never eaten barf on purpose, so I don't know. You probably could, though. If you really wanted to. All right, let's continue. Go ahead.
The mold that grows in a mold, terrarium, feeds on bread, cheese, and other foods. The mold produces chemicals that make the food break down and start to rot. As the bread rots, the mold grows. Summarize the steps. out of 10. Can you use the photographs and captions to explain how mold feeds itself? Mold produces chemicals
so.
that make the bread start to rot. The rotting bread releases nutrients that cause the mold to grow. The mold growth spreads across the bread.
Good. So can you do that in your own words, as short as possible?
Okay. So the mold likes to eat bread, cheese, and other foods. It produces chemicals that make bread start to rot. The rotting bread will release nutrients for the mold. The mold can grow and spread across the bread.
No, very, very good. Have you ever seen anything moldy in your kitchen?
I know, but
You ever forget about something?
well, I don't really look at the refrigerator so often, but the orange that I took back from the school is a good example.
Okay. Yeah, that is a good example from school, though. Sometimes, like, I remember once we forgot about a potato. It got put somewhere and it just went behind something, and it didn't get moldy. It started growing. It had vines coming from it. All right. Well, let's go ahead. Who wants this stuff around?
Nobody except for Mother Nature. It can be annoying to find moldy food in your refrigerator. In nature, though, mold is very useful. It helps break down dead plants and animals. In a natural environment, rotting things return to the soil, providing nutrients for other plants. Mold is a natural recycler. 8 out of 10.
It's the
What would happen?
circle of life. Yep, go ahead. What would happen?
8 out of 10. What would happen in a forest if there were no mold? Well, you don't get nutrients, I guess.
Yeah, but we'd have a lot of dead things just staying there. Like, we need all of the processes. So, like, there's the vultures and animals that eat dead animals, and then we have the bugs, and then we have the microorganisms and mold that take care of the last part. So we need it. And I was going to say, the circle of life. All right, so we have science fiction versus science experiment. So remember the stories? I think I like the fungus that ate my school more. So what do they have in common? We're just going to answer that question. What do they have in common regarding the topic?
Well, they're both about science, but one is fiction and one is experiment.
All right, good. Which one did you like more?
I like the fungus that ate my school more, but except that the people don't, they look kind of crazy.
Oh, we already talked about the genre of the text. So, what's the purpose of the author? So which one? The purpose. It's mostly fun to read. Which one is mostly fun to read?
The fungus that ate my school is mostly fun to read.
Yeah, good. Tell us about a science idea. One, both, neither.
I think it's like both, right? Well,
Yeah, well, I actually agree with both, to be honest, because they both tell a science idea. But one, I think they should have said tells a story about a science idea for the fungus that ate my school, because they're both talking about science ideas. All right, but if we're going to say tells or tests, all right, now which one tells us how to do something? This is just one.
the mold terrarium.
All right, and which describes an event that can't really happen. It's a fiction story.
It's probably the fungus that ate my school, because the fungus can't grow this whole time. You walk for 1 minute, it grows. That's possible.
Yeah.
But if you walk for 24 hours, it will just stay that big.
All right, so give me a sentence. What is the author's purpose for writing? Let's just do the fungus that ate my school.
For writing the fungus that in my school is to entertain people and give them a fungus idea. Is to mold terrarium because Molterarium is talking about a real thing, but the fungus that ate my school is talking about a fictional thing. And Ellen and Alex don't actually exist, and Mr. Harrison doesn't exist.
No, none of them exist. Very, very good. All right, so let's look at our grammar points. So read, choose, and conclude. What adjectives can you find?
I did
Positive,
find
comparative, and
damper,
superlative.
damper,
Yeah.
dampest, humid. I did not say humanid.
Good. I know what you meant. All right, so what is an adjective?
An adjective.
In
An
your words,
adjective
what
is
does an
something
adjective
to,
tell us?
like, describe this thing. Like, for example, gray is an adjective. The
color.
The school project is mostly in blue.
Okay, so it can be the color, the size. What else can be an adjective?
The words, like the things like damp.
Yeah, damp. So how that could be how something feels or smells. You can smell damp, like the soap smells damp. All right, so go ahead. I want you to use some adjectives to describe the moldy food.
Green, very dark green.
So then the size.
Disgusting.
The smell.
Disgusting.
Yeah, that's
Extremely large.
fuzzy, maybe fuzzy.
Fuzzy.
Smelly.
And smelly, and will make you vomit and pass out if you eat them.
I don't know. Like sometimes there are some things that taste good with mold, like moldy cheese. Right? Have you ever had the blue cheese?
No, I never did that.
No, it tastes delicious. Sometimes mold can be okay. All right. So, what fun experiments do you want to know? So, is there any experiment that you want to try? Have you ever seen the rainbow experiment?
Nope.
Oh, it's a really easy one. Here, I'll show you. It's like the rainbow cup.
Oh, I tried it, but
It's
it's
like
the rainbow thing is like it's just literally brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So you can put a piece of paper in between, and the colors will mix. So you can make a rainbow. It's kind of it's called the walking water experiment or the walking rainbow experiment. All right, so what works best to keep an apple from turning brown? So what's this experiment about? What do we do for this one?
This experiment is about keeping the apple safe.
Okay, from turning, good.
From turning.
So how can we test that?
You can use water that don't make
water. Okay.
What
else? What other things can we dip the apple in?
According to the image here, I think it might be lemonade.
Good. All right. So there's lemonade and sugar water. Good. All right. So let's talk about that. So we said I thought the sugar water would be better to keep an apple from turning around, but in fact, the sliced lemon. So this is actually very common. We spray things with lemon to keep them from oxidizing. So that's why, you know, we do that for apples, you can do that for pears, you can do that for other fruit as well. All right, now we have our grammatical errors. So the sliced lemon looks brighter than the sugar water, and I thought the sugar water would be the better. We don't need that. All right. All right. So I want you to think about an experiment before our next one. So now your turn. What are some adjectives in this sentence, in this passage?
Some adjectives in the sentence would be best, brown,
With a comparative.
brighter than.
Oh, yep, it didn't give me the answers. Brighter. That's good. All right, so I want to go to the final question. When do harmless things become harmful?
Wow.
What do you think? So mold is usually harmless, but when could it be harmful?
It can make you feel sick if you eat it.
Yeah. It can make you feel sick if you eat it. If you breathe it, it can make you feel really sick. There's a thing called black mold that sometimes people get in their houses, and it can make you be really sick, and it can even cause you respiratory failure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I think there's something like there can be mold on paper.
Yeah. But yeah, black mold is a really big problem. It's a very specific kind of mold that tends to be much more dangerous, especially to babies or people with immune system difficulties.
All
right.
So today.
Have you ever seen mold in a house?
Well, no, but I have seen a little, just not black mold in my house, which is the orange. Yeah, it's always the orange.
Okay.
That I first think
always
of
the
when
orange.
you talk about the mold thing. So today's art, I actually drew it yesterday. So this is a moth I drew according to a cute picture on Google.
Oh, that's nice. Very cute. Are you gonna color it?
Well, it's a silk moth, so I don't really need to color it. It's just white.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, that's cute. I don't think I've ever seen like a silk worm. I didn't know that are they all white, or are they some different kinds of silkworms?
Well, there are some different kinds. One is the Luna moth. I think it
we did that lesson on the Luna moth. Yeah, we did the lesson on the Luna moth. This is the one that doesn't eat.
And look at this.
The poor guy doesn't eat.
Wait, no.
I'm seeing a house. Yeah. There we go. Oh, that's so cute. Aww.
Oh, and
all right. Well,
the one I copied from is this one.
Oh, it's doing things. Oh, that's fun. It's doing things. All right. Well, you did a Luna. We're calling you Luna moth. Ivanka, you did a wonderful. Oh my gosh. It's a problem that happens. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend, Ivanka, and I will see you in our next class. All right.
Okay, see you next time.
Bye-bye.